Hi, this is Ronnie from R&R Importers, and I'm going to do a quick demo of the new Cubot S222 that we've also just received. What you get in your brown box is a cover showing the phone, and then you get your phone with 5.5-inch HD screen, quad-core processor, 16 gig internal memory, 8 megapixel front camera, your light sensors, your ear speaker, soft touch buttons, your mic, very thin 7.9 millimeter phone, headphone jacks at the top and charging port, and at the back you got a 13 megapixel rear camera with flash. And then you've got your loudspeaker at the bottom. So going into the phone, it's got the IPS OGS HD screen. Basically what OGS is, one glass solution, meaning your front of the glass and the LCD is very thin. It comes glued together from the factory. And keeping that in mind, when you do break your screen, the whole screen needs to be replaced with the LCD and not just the glass on the top. So that's the standard basically for all newer phones coming out. It just gives a better look and a better touch response and stuff on your screen. Okay, so this comes with Android 4.2 at the moment. We might see some updates in the next few months to Android 4.4 KitKat. So it is slowly coming out, or it was released, and they are slowly incorporating it into the new phones. Okay, like I said, it's got the 8 megapixel front facing camera, 13 megapixel rear with flash. And I've also taken some pictures outside. So obviously the more light you've got, the better quality pictures you're gonna get. And with a 13 megapixel camera, takes very good photos. And then there's some short video I made as well. And it can shoot in HD quality videos. Okay, and then you've got your front-facing camera, so a 8 megapixel front, so it's nice for taking selfies and stuff. Okay, some of the other functions, it's got 16 gig internal memory, of which about 13 gig is available, the rest is for the system. And obviously you can put an SD card in there to even expand it more. So for your apps and stuff, you got about 1 gig, of which a lot you move to your SD card or your external memory. And then for your internal, you've got 13 gig available, or 13 gig, of which available 12.88 at the moment. So you can put a lot of movies and stuff on it. Then you've got your video player, load your full movies on there, and with a 5.5-inch screen, it's actually nice to watch full movies on if you prefer it like that.
Just try it. It's not gonna work. Do it for Peaches. I believe.
Things were looking grim and tragic.
But we got busy and let's do this.
And the processor has no issues running a movie like that. Okay, then you got your basic phone call setup, your in and outgoing calls and your contacts. Okay, it's got dual SIM. If you only use one SIM, it only displays one network and it works like a normal one SIM phone. Only when you add another SIM card that when you do make calls and stuff, you can choose it to either dial from that specific SIM or you can set it that it will ask you from which SIM you want to call. Okay.
Welcome to NCC's Customer Contact Center.
Okay, and then you've got your other settings, Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, GPS, data connection for your 3G data, audio profiles, brightness, timeout, auto rotation. Going into your web browser, Namibian.com. So with the HD screen and 5.5 inch, for me 5.5 is actually my limit. I like it more to fit in my pocket and stuff, so with this 5.5 it's nice and slim border, so that'll still fit well in my pocket, and I prefer that size or 5 inch. HD screen, everything looks nice, easy to read, easy on the eyes. And if you want to open multiple apps, you'll just go there and then you can have multiple web pages open at the same time. And then you can choose between the two. From there you can now go into some other stuff. If you hold your home button, you get all your open apps. From here I can go back to the movie.
Checking it twice.
Hold it again, go back to my web pages. And obviously the more apps you've got open, the more RAM it's going to use at the same time. So when closing stuff, you swipe away like this to clear your RAM. Go into that. That was on 22 score, 17,100 with a quad-core processor. It's above the Nexus 4. It's slightly below the Samsung S3. But yeah, specs-wise, you won't see any slowdown and stuff with a quad-core. I haven't experienced slowdown with this processor. Everything opens up fast. You've got Facebook stuff, Kingsoft Office. That's what I use for opening attachments through email like Word or Excel or PDF documents. I use that one. Games, you've got maps for GPS. And then voice search, YouTube, and obviously connected to Wi-Fi, which isn't as fast as 3G, depending on your speed of your network.
Yeah, we had a flag. It's an Indian.
And it's HD quality as well, so it's gonna load a bit, take longer to load. So as you can see, our speed here at home is quite slow.
Solar cells power an entire farm. What'd you do, Murph? She didn't do nothing. Murphy's Law. You're a well-educated man, Coop. And a trained pilot and an engineer. The world doesn't need...
Okay, so that's YouTube. And as you can see now, it's loading much quicker without the HD on. Then here's your SMS or settings. There you add your contacts and your person you want to SMS. So you can put the contact there, and then if you're English speaking, you can use the voice function. Hi, how are you today? Can we meet at 12? And then you can delete it. Obviously that was an error there. Okay, and then you'll send. And then with the voice function, you can search your internet or your phone. Open gallery.
Opening app.
Or what is the temperature in Namibia today?
Today in Windhoek, expect a high of 26 degrees and a low of 14.
Okay, so just some of the voice functions you've got there. Then you obviously can play some games on it. Most of the games on the Play Store will definitely run on this processor with the graphics processor installed. You've got WhatsApp, some of the other apps, Zynga Poker I've got on here, Real Calculator, SMS Backup, Thor, music.
You're back at the bottom of your spine, but I love them things.
We should. Don't care who's watching when we take.
Okay, so that's music. And yeah, I think I've covered about everything. Maybe see if I can play this game. You must have a Google Play account registered. Log in with your Gmail account basically. So we could go to Dead Trigger. Yeah, so obviously this type of size is nice for playing games, watching movies, reading your internet or emails and stuff. And it's nice to hold in your hand, nice and slim. The only thing is, if you are gonna be watching movies, videos and stuff, check when you have your charger connected. Don't use it while it's on the cable, because you're gonna pull or you're gonna answer a call, and while the thing is in there in the port, it's gonna pull too tight and you're gonna break your thing, the port inside eventually, and then you won't be able to charge your phone or do anything with it. So normally when you got a fully charged phone, you should be able to get 3 to 4 hours screen use on it. So make sure it's charged, remove your cable, and then you won't have any issues with stuff like that. Obviously when you use it like a normal phone, getting your stuff, checking WhatsApp now and then, you shouldn't have an issue getting a full day's use out of the phone, and then charge it at night while you sleep. Okay, so that's games. There's thousands and thousands of games on the Play Store. If you get bored of it, then just download a new game. So I think I've covered everything. What you get here is a grey display, HD display. Touch is very sensitive and responsive, and a great price, obviously. There's nothing from the big brand name phones that comes close when you compare price-wise to this. So come to the shop, come see for yourself. You'll be surprised and amazed at the quality stuff you get for the low prices. So see you at the shop. Thanks for watching. Bye.